It's awfully hard to stare at the mirror and see cracks in yourself. Self-evaluation is almost always biased. So why would you want to know what weakness you have in your personality? Well, imagine your personality is a strong chain of links that has been nurtured and has flourished to become a strong anchor for you. Now, if there is one weak link in that chain and the chain comes under stress, if it gets pulled to its limits, what happens? Where do you think it will break? Where do you think the whole integrity of your personality will cave in? That's right, at its weakest point. This is why you want to know about your weaknesses and work to make it stronger. So every link of that chain remains strong under any circumstance. Let's talk about how do you spot a weakness in your personality? How do you make changes and get stronger? Well, look at things that you look down upon, that you don't appreciate. It's no coincidence in most of these cases, you are not good at it. It doesn't come naturally to you. So realize you looking down upon it is your internal system's reaction to normalize it. Our mind always plays tricks on us, and this is one way it helps us justify why it's okay not to like it. Another way is to look at things that you have a strong reaction to. That suggests that you just had a strong emotional response. Why did you have a strong emotional response? Most likely because you have a strong opinion about it. Realize when you have a strong opinion usually suggests one or two things. Either you understand it very well and you want others to avoid those pitfalls, or you don't understand it at all. Which is it? If it's the latter, it is your internal belief system rejecting the idea. Sometimes procrastination is a symptom of things that you're not good at. You delay it because either you're not good at it, you don't like to do it, or it takes too much time. It takes too much effort. It hurts your brain to even think about it. Many of these things that you procrastinate happens to be the things that you have weakness in. Let me give you an example to explain this better. In chess, ratings goes from 400 to 3000 plus. A 400-point gap in rating suggests 92% odds of the higher rated player winning. So you hear a 1200 rated player say, a 1400 can beat a 2000 rated player. In a game, anything can happen. True, but what they didn't tell you are the odds of it happening. The gap between 1400 and 2000 rated player is 600 elo points. At this gap, the odds are 99%. If you are a 1500 rated player, you get into an argument because you know better than the 1400 rated player and you passionately feel that statement was wrong. But if you are 1800 rated player, at this point of my chess journey, that would be me. You know it is much more complicated than that. So you ignore or smile or feel entertained. That statement did not bother you, did not create a conflict in you. Why? Because you know a 2000 rated player is going to destroy a 1200 rated player. You understand it, hence there is no strong reaction. This is a sign your belief system has a strong grounding. In this case, it's your strength, not your weakness. So this is all well and good. You have some idea on how to spot a weakness, but how do you really get better? How do you turn a weakness into a strength? Let's look at a 4-step framework that will help you whenever you're ready to do some introspection. We will look at identify, ask why, understand, and reevaluate. At the end of these 4 steps, you will have a process to tackle your weaknesses. Let's get started. So step 1 in this framework is identify. You need to do some introspection to identify the weaknesses in yourself. You're looking for 3 things here. Things that you look down upon, things that you have a strong reaction to, and things that you're procrastinating currently. The answer to your weakness lies in these 3 areas. Think about them, make a list, and then get ready to tackle them individually. Once you have a list, you can move to step 2. Here, ask, why do you feel that way? Have a conversation with yourself. Think of those things that create strong reaction you look down upon or procrastinate. With absolute objectivity and as dispassionately as possible. Once you get an answer, ask why to that. Keep asking why until you feel you have reached a point of clarity about this topic. It's actually deeper than a topic. It's clarity you need on that emotion. Once you have clarity, try to understand the other side. This is step 3. Try to know more about the thing you look down upon. Try to question your assumptions of the strong opinion you have. Then understand better the topic. Try to get started on that item that you are procrastinating. List out all the steps you need to do and just do one step. All of these things will help you move the needle on your weakness. For each weakness you want to tackle, keep doing this every day. For a week, a month, sometimes a few months, you will reach a point where you understand it so much better now that it doesn't invoke that strong reaction. When you look back and see things that you were procrastinating, it's 50% complete. That's objective progress on your weakness. And finally, in step 4, evaluate on the same list that you had after step 1. And how are you doing now? How do you feel about it? Do you still look down upon it? Do you understand it? Do you appreciate it better? Have you gotten somewhere with that thing that you are procrastinating? You will find yourself in a much better place, as asking the reason why and working objectively to understand it better has turned your weakness into a strength. Now, don't get me wrong, you still need to make a choice once you figure out that these are your weaknesses, that which ones you want to tackle. And then you have to spend days, weeks, sometimes months to work on it, to question the why, to understand it, to make 1% progress on that item that you're procrastinating. But over time, you are going to see you are making significant progress, and that weakness, that weak link is starting to strengthen, and you are getting better, and you are turning your weakness into a strength. So what is the value of this? What do you get by turning your weakness into a strength? Let's take my YouTube journey as an example. I advertise to get more people to watch my videos I create, which I genuinely feel will help others. Now, a lot of people feel that this is cheating. If your content is good, you do not need advertising. You will grow just by word of mouth. This is a classic example of how some people don't understand how marketing works. Marketing allows you to get in front of people who are looking for the same exact information. In a sense, you're bringing the proverbial horse to the water. It's still the horse's decision if they want to drink the water, let alone be the judge if they like it and they want to come back in the future for more water. But when I hear this criticism, it doesn't bother me because I understand how marketing works and have a lot of respect for the value it creates. So let's do a quick summary of how to improve your weakness. Step 1, identify. Find out what are the things you're having strong reaction to, look down upon, or procrastinate. Then in step 2, ask why do you feel that way. Be brutally honest to yourself. Step 3, try and understand the topic as objectively or dispassionately as possible. Understand to learn, not to judge. And in step 4, reevaluate yourself. See what emotion you have now when you hear the same thing. I hope this framework was helpful, friends, in spotting and improving on your weakness. I surely have had success with it. If you're still here, thank you for hanging out. Please like this video and consider subscribing. It goes a long way in bringing this content to people like you who are looking for this. Until next time, friends, keep improving.